doing it. Complacency as an enemy, y'all. Turn with me, Revelations chapter 3, verses 15 and 16. Amplified, everybody. I know your record of works and what you are doing. You are neither cold nor hot. Would that you were cold or hot? So because you are lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew you out of my mouth. And y'all know that scripture is very familiar. Which one is it going to be? Now see, I'm grateful for that. So I still want to stay on it, but that's what I'm talking about. What we keep forgetting and we keep going with tradition. That's what I'm talking about when I say with Jesus. When Jesus tells you to come, you either come or you go. Which one's it going to be? But instead, we beat ourselves in the head. Leadership. We beat ourselves up. Guess what? What are you going to do? Oh, that's not love. Come, let's do this. That's not love. You can't treat nobody like that and say you love. You're not getting mad with Jesus. Jesus didn't play with nobody. It was either, hey, I'm pretty sure he was compassionate in his message. But when it came down to what you going to do, hey, what you going to do? And then I'm going to keep it moving. You come with me or you stay here. It's up to you. That's what the problem is, everybody. We are still trying, goodness gracious, we are still trying with this generation to do what we did in the old school. This generation is about that business. They are just like, you know what? Hey, I don't want to do it. You don't want to do it? Okay, let me move on. Cool. But instead, let me hold on. Let me pull on you, baby. No, I done made my mind up. I'm good. Don't want to do it. Okay? Fine? Then move on. That's what the problem is. And I didn't know. Because, like I just said, we try to do like we used to do. Bringing them in, and then we beat them on the head with the word. Oh, I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this. I need you to get that. I want it to deep in your heart. I need you to... That's the problem. If you want God, get God. If you don't want God, keep moving. And when that is said, that's not love. That's all the love in the world. Why am I going to waste my time and sit here and keep going, and you're just like, you know what? I'm going to fight every ounce that I have in me because I don't want to do it. I'm not happy with it, and I'm not having it. Well, that's fine. Then move on. But instead, so play this for your leadership in the churches now. Play it for them now. Play it for them. We can't do it the way we used to. Now, I can't tell anybody or any, a certain recipe or any, Elder Kirk always say, there's no ABC 1, 2, 3 to this. I don't care how many books you buy. People are different. This generation's different. You're going to need to fast and pray and ask God for guidance. Because I just give the word the way I give it. And I'm not going to tell you that I can write a book or do anything like that. For the young guys that I talk to and they come to me and we talk about the word and different things like that, a lot of times they come to me. Or if we get to discussing something and, things like that. That's how it works. But we're going to need to start doing it the way Jesus said do it. He said, if you're lukewarm, I don't want to mess with you. So either you're going to be cold or you're going to be hot. But if you're in the middle, I don't have time. This never hit me till now. He said, cold or hot, right? So, either You gonna be cold or you gonna be hot, but you can't be lukewarm. Wait a minute, hold on there now. I thought if I was cold, I wasn't gonna be dealt with. That's the traditional teaching. Lukewarm, not at all. But he said either cold or hot. Which one you gonna be? But you're not gonna be in the middle. So I'm supposed to be hot. Come on, y'all. I'm supposed to be hot, on fire, ready to roll. But if I'm in the middle, that's what we talk about straddling the fence. We in and out. Remember, we talked about that. I'm jumping in, I'm jumping out. Okay, Lord, I'm going to the club, and then I got to go to choir practice. Okay, Lord, I got to go to the club, and then I got to go to choir practice. Okay, Lord, I got to go to the club, and then I got praise and worship rehearsal. That's in and out. That's in and out. That's lukewarm. If you didn't know, so we can make it plain and simple for everyone. Now, I know we're in a time now that's all acceptable for some reason. That's just the ministry and church now, you know. We all go to the club, you know, get a little drink on, and then we on the praise team in the choir. That's the status quo. And not too many people say anything because either you're a good giver or your cousin or your aunt, or this might be a family church, or so that's what we have in our problem. That's why we don't have any power. Do you understand? The church has become complacent. A lot of traditional churches are still going with the same old, and they're saying, I'm not going to change, and that's why our children don't want to deal with the church now. Because you're trying to do what you did back in 1970 and 1980 in 2017. That's right. You right. Well, I hear you. Same God, that's right. But guess what? These children are smarter than we were. I was just telling my main man that the other, it was the Sunday when we were talking. Smarter than we were, man. But I want y'all to remember one thing. The same thing you seeing now is the same thing we were doing then. Come on now. I did it. The same thing that they're doing now, I did. But the key is, they need to find out. Your life will be so much better if you stop now and don't wait till later. That's what we have to teach. If you stop acting up now, because what you're doing is, you're making it harder. And no, you're taking longer to get to your destination. You're taking longer to get to your destination because you have not cut out the nonsense. This is your life, young person. And as a person that took too long, for a person that did not go and vehemently pursue, you have the opportunity now to turn your life around. Now, see, that's the thing. Elder Kirk, you can't do that. Of course I was told that. Yes, I was told. You're not supposed to do that. Dwight, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. I was told that, but guess what? Whatever. But to know and to teach now, to make sure that the young people know, the longer that you wait to get your life together, come on now. That's why I told my children, I said, don't wait till you're 30 and 40 to get it. Don't waste all the 20s and then wait till you're 30-something to want to get your life together. Good God. The 20s is where you work hard. You get it together. Come on now. The 20s is where you work and you're building and you're young and there's things you can do. Explore and move around. Don't stay in the same state. Move around. Have fun. Do things. There's a whole big world out there. But we've become complacent. See, God always gives a strategy. But we are so stuck in tradition that we don't understand there's another way out. There's another way to teach. There's another way to bring them to Christ, to God. But we are so stuck on That's why Elder Kirk is grateful for 3 years away. Because if I was still sitting there, I can't teach this in there. I can't go to a church and do that because they have an ABC 1, 2, 3. So that's what I'm talking about. When you only telling me in these 4 walls. God is in these 4 walls, and that's it. Whatever strategy I give you in here, that's the strategy you have to use. That's what I'm talking about, Republican Democrat. When I'm talking to Republican Democrat, like I said, if you're a Democrat, if the Republican is saying something right and it sounds good, guess what? I can't do it because they're not Democrat. So that's what I'm talking about when I said when you go into the church and the church tells you this is how it's supposed to be done and you have no freedom, but you have to do it this way. This is the way we're showing you. That's another thing. Everybody, thank you for joining Elder Kirk. I was not going into a rant. I was feeling it. And I thank God. Because I'm telling you, that's not what I was going through on today. So I need y'all to understand this. Everything that you just heard, pray and ask God for clarity. Because I'm pretty sure that there are people now going in these churches trying to have a meeting, trying to say, what are we going to do? Well, we need a, and the thing you're supposed to do, like my pastor from New Jersey said, you need to fast and pray and ask God for guidance. If you're saying, I don't know what to do, then you're not asking God for guidance. It's that plain and simple. How can you say, I don't know what to do, and there's a whole bunch of people sitting in the church, and God is supposed to, when 2 or 3 are gathered, God's in the midst. So how can you say, I don't know what to do, I don't have a strategy? No, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Complacency. I didn't know. Please forgive me. Forgive me, everyone. I'm going to say this, and I didn't know this. Complacency is, I'm nervous. Complacency is a spirit. Because remember, we said sluggard. We put complacency with a lot of different words. What it does, it just keeps you don't want more. You don't want to do anything more than what you're doing right now. I'm good, whatever. I don't care. I'm getting ready to close out, everybody, but what Elder Kirk was explaining before on my job, I'm not complacent. I just know the game. When I say I know the game, I know how politics go. I use this as an example. One of my co-workers was like, Kirk, you need a radio. I said, oh, no, I don't want no radio. Don't give me no radio, bro, because that's going to end up with somebody getting disrespected. You're getting me into a zone where I don't need to be. I've been here all these years, no radio. I don't need a radio. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that, plugged into the whole system like that. When something's needed, my boss will text me or he'll call me on the phone, because I'm right by the office. So I said, that's getting me out of my comfort zone. So when I said that, the way they took it was, oh, you in your comfort zone. We all get out of our comfort zone. So I had to explain what happens when you call me and I don't answer. If I don't hear, you know what I'm saying? Then you start to say, okay, now I'm going to talk to you in the old kind of way. Because now that I gave you that radio, you're supposed to answer when I call you. So instead of us getting into it, keep your radio. You stay in contact with me the way you've been staying in contact with me, because it opens up a whole nother, you understand what I'm saying? So Elder Kirk's not complacent. I just know that when you try to do something different, and that's not what we've been doing, I have to make sure I keep my eyes open and study and listen and keep my ears open. Now, that's a problem. So Elder Kirk's not complacent. He's just smart enough to know. So for everyone that has joined Elder Kirk on today, I thank you. I appreciate you. Love your comments on this. I put something on my Facebook, and I would love for y'all to go and see it. I said, my question was this. The President of the United States' wife is called the First Lady.